Okay, welcome to part 2 of the special Joy of Gay Sex series, and today we're talking about bisexuals. And once again, if you have not seen part 1, be sure to go back to part 1 and check out what I had to say. Basically, the question was, if you're bisexual, does it make it okay for you to double dip or cheat on your lover just because you're bisexual? So, I definitely want to get some comments and some feedback about that. Now, in this part, I'm going to read what the fabulous book, The Joy of Gay Sex, has to say about what they think bisexuality is. And of course, this is just all about opinions. Okay, I'm just expressing my opinion. It's not to put down anybody or anything like that. Like I said in the first part, it's just me being confused about that very question. So definitely go back to part 1 so you can see exactly what I have to say about that. But now I'm going to read to you guys exactly what they say bisexual is. And of course you guys let me know if you agree or disagree with anything that this has to say or what I had to say in part 1 of this edition, okay? So, what then is a bisexual? Make sure I'm in the camera. A bisexual is someone who has sexual relationships with both sexes. A bisexual can have affairs with men and women simultaneously. Other bisexuals have long homosexual affairs that may last for years. The bisexual will then enter into equivalent long-term heterosexual relationship. Obviously, these arrangements may be fraught with complications. One great advantage to bisexuality is that it enables someone to play very different emotional and sexual roles. With a woman, the bisexual might be fatherly and assertive, and with another man, childlike and passive. With a woman, he might be open, cheerful, and confiding, a true partner in a complex relationship. And with a man, he might be impersonal, anonymous, and passionately animal. Or he might be tender and supportive with a younger man and rather rough and competitive with an older woman. Homosexuality might be reserved for lasting relationships and heterosexuality for occasional thrills or vice versa. The possibilities are various, and not all of them entail a clear separation between sexual and psychic response. Some bisexual men have arrived at the blend of traits usually considered masculine and feminine. They react to members of either sex in much the same way. There are some problems in this polymorphous paradise. Truly bisexual men and women belong to one of the most persecuted groups in society. Both gays and straights find them confusing, and their very existence threatens widely held preconceptions. Many heterosexuals secretly believe that if a homosexual could know the joys of straight life, he would be an instant convert. Conversely, many gay men consider their own lives so clearly superior to the dullness of heterosexuality that they ascribe bisexuality to hypocrisy or cowardice, and bisexuals are more often accused of being promiscuous than straight or gay men. Gay life constitutes a genuine society complete with its own slang, humor, mating rituals, and gathering places. Even in larger cities, its own economy. Such ready-made institutions do not exist for bisexuals. They must carefully pick and choose straight and gay friends to share a life tolerant of their Catholic tastes. For some men, bisexuality is simply a transitional stage between heterosexuality and homosexuality. The joke goes like this. Bisexual is a guy who is cuter than his female date. Bisexuality can provide a resting place for assuring one's feelings and values, as well as the reactions of one's friends and family. But if the pose is maintained too long, it can become an act of bad faith, of self-deception, and the source of pain. What if a man who has been happily homosexual for years finds himself attracted to a woman? Should you have an affair with her? If there is a real sexual attraction, why not? Should you tell her about your homosexuality? Most men won't, but then most men seldom talk about their past with women they have just met. But should you continue the affair, if she begins to become emotionally attached, you should tell her. She may back out, then may try to cure you, into which case set her gently but firmly in place. If you're lucky, she may simply take you at face value in your relationship moment by moment. What if you enter an affair with a man who has been heterosexual till now? From time to time, straight men, especially if they are sophisticated and live in big cities, do develop a crush on a man they know to be gay. If you find the man attractive, there is no reason not to go ahead. But if you know his wife or steady woman friend, you may find yourself entering a romantic triangle not very different from an all-straight or all-gay one. Be prepared to lose both his friendship and hers. Once you have your new bisexual male in bed, you'll probably be surprised by how gentle he is. Many women train their male lovers to be tender and romantic, and the result can be something of a shock to a gay man entertaining fantasies about a tough, brutal, straight guy. Especially because, having only done the macho act, he may want you to screw him or may want you to suck you off. He may not be good at either. After all, he has had no experience. But a secret reason for trying homosexuality may be to experiment in precisely these new areas. He might also be frosty with the guilt the next time you meet. Don't worry that you're corrupting him. He's going into the sexual encounter with his eyes wide open. But don't expect a lasting relationship, no matter how much fun he is in bed. The main rule is dealing with straight men is to be discreet. They worry more about their reputations than Spanish virgins. So, I mean, I don't know if that really answered my question still. I mean, basically what I got out of that was, I mean, and I am not saying this for all bi people, but it's like, some bisexual people do go and experiment, and then they're like, oh, I like that. But then they tell others that they're always straight or something. Like, it's like, I don't know. But like it said in there, I would think that if somebody else came into the triangle, you're a couple and somebody else came into the triangle, because one of your partners brought him or she in, and it's like in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, he's having sex with me, and he's having sex with he or she. So it's like, am I not making him happy, or like, why does he have to go and have sex with the other person? Like, that's basically what I'm just totally confused about it. So please let me know what you guys have to say about this, especially you fabulous bisexual folk out there. I want to know. Straight folk, anybody, I want people to let me know what you think about this very topic. Okay? So, if you have not seen part 1, be sure to go back in part 1. You'll know everything I had to say about the question, and tell me what you guys think about what the book had to say about this as well. So, thank you for joining me on the special edition of the Joy of Gay Sex series, and I will talk to you guys soon. So, holla back.